let's go ahead and look at how the hurt works for an object. So we'll place the player, and let's go ahead and put a couple of tiles in here. We'll go ahead and use the block thumbnail, block idle option for it, and go ahead and scroll down and find your weapon and place in the scene. So all the objects, all the tiles have a level of hurt that can happen to them. So if you know from before, if you're following these in the order of it, then we've gone through finding the ID, the health, and then defining the initial hit. And after the hit, you have a state of hurt, the hurt flashing, going to a damage state, going to a death state. Death state is either going to be breaking or exploding out and then fading out. So you have a whole bunch of different options for how the progression actually occurs for the state. The first one is hit on a line, horizontal line. So if you're actually working on a side-scroller or a RPG style, what we want to do with this one is say that only on the bottom of the object do we want it to actually have to be lined up. So for instance, my player's height position has to be the same in between here when I shoot. If my player on shooting isn't the same height, then the bullet will go through without actually hitting, and or it'll hit him without doing damage. And just to make sure let me enable this one here, just to be sure we kind of understand that part of it, I'm going to go to the position and just stretch out the block a little higher there. Alright. So last part, just to double check, we'll go max height right about there. Okay, so the only spot that's going to be hit enabled is right through there, which means that when I shoot the first time, so I hit it right here, but if my player jumps and shoots, I'm no longer actually doing damage because I'm not technically on the right level for it. Whereas down here, I'm actually able to do the damage and hit him. Alright, so that's going to be the hurt on the horizontal alignment.